It's Darlene again with her Secret Garden V-Steam and Spa, and I am here today with a Womb Wellness Wednesday video. So what are we talking on this Womb Wellness Wednesday? Well, we are talking about vaginal dryness. I know, it's like nobody talks about it, but just in the amount of women that I've seen that have the issue, we should be talking about it, right? So let's get into this Womb Wellness Wednesday, right? So vaginal dryness, what is it? Who experiences vaginal dryness? And what can we use naturally to get rid of vaginal dryness, right? So vaginal dryness is dryness in the vagina, and it can be all the time or especially during sex. And so when you experience vaginal dryness in the vagina during sex, it makes sex uncomfortable, and then you don't want to have sex, right? And you know my philosophy, we should all be having sex. So I want to make sure that we have the tools that we need so that we can all be having lots and lots of wonderful sex and lots and lots of lubrication, natural lubrication though, not KY. We're not talking about the chemical field lubrication. We're talking about all natural lubrication. So let's get into it. Vaginal dryness, right? So what are the causes of vaginal dryness? So for me, I'm 41 years old, and that's when our bodies kind of start to change just a little bit, not a lot, because you know my mom had my little sister when she was 41, so we're still able to have kids and everything like that, but hormones do start to change. You will start noticing things. I get night sweats now. I never had night sweats before. And then, you know, like PMS and different things like that changes as you get older, right? So age, I would say more women who have actually gone through menopause or are, you know, clinically diagnosed with perimenopausal women will experience some vaginal dryness because it just comes with age. It has to do with a hormonal imbalance. And so that's why we deal with vaginal dryness, right? So age is one of the reasons, and menopausal or even post-hysterectomy. So if you don't have your uterus or you don't have your fallopian tubes or your cervix, then you may experience some vaginal dryness as well, because again, this is your body and your hormones, and your body and your hormones are trying to find a balance. And so during that time we can experience some vaginal dryness, right? So the other time that we may experience vaginal dryness is with medication. So if you're taking a medication and one of the side effects is vaginal dryness, then you will experience vaginal dryness. So you always want to check with your doctor before they put you on any prescriptions. If that's something that's important to you, you want to make sure that it's not going to cause any vaginal dryness or dryness even in the body. You know, even with a what am I trying to say? Acne drug. So Accutane. So Accutane actually shuts down the oil production in the body. Well, you can have some vaginal dryness if you're on Accutane because it's shutting down all the hydration in the body from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. So, I mean, your lips are dry, your eyes are dry, and you may have a dry vagina. So that's just one of the medications that could cause a little bit of vaginal dryness. And then also our diet. Yes, our diet has a lot to do with it when we deal with vaginal dryness. How much coffee are you drinking a day? Because coffee is a diuretic, so it's very, very drying to the system. So if you drink like, you know, 3-4 cups of coffee a day and you have a dry vagina, well, there you have it, sis. Put down the coffee, okay? And pick up the water. So we're gonna discuss what we can do for vaginal dryness, right? So one of the things we can do is we can hydrate ourselves. So hydrating yourself, either it's water or you're hydrating yourself with like coconut water, because coconut water is extremely hydrating, or you're eating foods that are hydrating and filled with water, so like cucumber, celery, that sort of thing. Those things are great in hydrating foods, and you can use those to help with the vaginal dryness. Now, you don't want to have coconut water and cucumbers and celery and then go to McDonald's, right? So we're taking control of our diets and we're making better decisions. So we're not going to eat a whole bunch of processed foods, because the processed foods and the chemicals in the processed foods are one of the reasons why we have a dry vagina, right? Right. So we're going to do hydration through water. We're going to drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water. If we drink coffee, for every cup of coffee that we drink, we're going to drink an additional bottle of water to compensate for that dryness that the coffee can give us. And then we're going to, eat cucumbers and celery all day, and, we're just going to be flowing like Aquafina, right? Right. Number 2, you can use herbs. So, of course, V-steam, I do vaginal steaming, and we have a blend. Our cooling and our balance blend is a blend with herbs that are designed to help with menopausal women, women who have had hysterectomies, and then women who deal with vaginal dryness, or women who deal with infections and different things like that that need to be soothed and cooled down, right? So in our blend, we have Marshmallow Root, which is a mucilage herb, which mucilage herbs are great because you can take them and they work instantly because they work with your mucous membrane. So mucilage herbs were meant to help with respiratory issues, right? So it's great for people that have respiratory issues because you take these mucilage herbs and then it coats your lungs and your respiratory system and area, and I lost my thought. Okay, so it coats your lungs, and then you can cough up all the phlegm and the mucus and that sort of thing, right? And then it's soothing and it helps with inflammation. So it does the same thing in the vagina. It attaches to the mucous membranes throughout the body. So if you were to take Marshmallow Root, or slippery elm bark is another great mucilage herb, but you'll notice that your nose is not going to be dry. You won't have any mucus in your chest or your respiratory area, and you will be flowing, in the area that you want to be flowing in. Okay, so we are going to do mucilage herbs, right? Slippery elm bark, Marshmallow Root. Those are great mucilage herbs. You can get them in supplement form, pill form, or you can get them in powder form and add them to smoothies. And then lastly, we are going to deal with vaginal dryness, especially dryness. If you're just experiencing dryness, or if dryness is just irritating you during sex, there are all natural lubricants that you can use. And I'm just talking about like some coconut oil, right? You can use coconut oil inside the vagina and it is totally fine. You're not going to get an infection, and it's way, way, way better than anything you could buy at the store. And so by using like coconut oil, we have our yoni oil. You can use the yoni oil. By using natural oils, and that's what I'm getting at, using natural oils, you can use them as lubrication. And they are great. They feel great. You're not going to get any infection. You're not going to get nothing's going to happen because they're all natural, and they're just oils, right? There's no chemicals added. There's nothing like that added. And so we can use the oils to help with vaginal dryness during sex, so that sex is not so uncomfortable, right? And then going forward, we're going to have these conversations with our girlfriends, and we're going to talk to the doctor about it, and we're going to say, hey, you know what? I'm taking control of my body. I'm not going to suffer in silence anymore. And I'm dealing with this issue as a woman. What can I do, right? And if you don't want medication, because I know that they have different kind of creams, especially for menopausal women, they have, different estrogen creams and different creams and stuff like that you can use. If you don't want that, then don't go to a regular doctor. Go to a naturopath or herbalist, and then we'll give you, what you need. We'll write you a prescription for exactly what you need, and it will be an herb, and they work. And so the protocol for vaginal steaming with vaginal dryness, if you are directly experiencing vaginal dryness, you will come in for a steam once a week, and you would steam for 15 to 30 minutes once a week until we get under the vaginal dryness and you start to feel some relief and some soothing and some comfort to that. And then you can start to steam just once a month. And you can, like I said, you can use slippery elm bark powder as a supplement. You can use it in your smoothies, just like 2 teaspoons in your smoothie, or you can take the actual pills, the supplement pills, and they do the same. So yeah, I hope that this video was quick, short, to the point, but very informative, because I don't want none of y'all walking around here with no dry vaginas, okay? It's just not fun. And why would we? Why should we? Anyways, I love you guys. Everything that I know and use on myself, I am happy to share with you. And so I just look forward to talking to you again in the next video. And you know, if you guys have questions, comments, if you have video topics that you want me to talk about, I kind of just use things off of the intake form. So, or you know, what we're talking about in the treatment room for V-steam, because that's always some juicy stuff, you know. So I just kind of use that and then do videos based on what our conversations are and what people are checking off on their intake form. So hopefully this was informative and short and sweet and to the point, and I will see y'all later. Check me out online, www.hersecretgardenvsteam.com. See y'all later. Love ya. Bye.